What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real football fans, stand up. And today we're going to talk about a very interesting prospect that a lot of you in the comments below has been talking about, and that's Joey Porter Jr., cornerback out of the University in Penn State. And I will say this, for you young kids, Joey Porter's dad, he was a beast, man. He was a tough linebacker, played for the Dolphins, also played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, all-pro. Phenomenal guy, man. One of my favorites to watch growing up, man. So, it's kind of cool seeing a lot of the players who I grew up watching, their kids are now playing, man. So Joey Porter definitely has that football DNA in him when it comes to his father. And he's a chip off the own block, man. When you watch him play, has toughness, has attitude, plays with some fire, some chippiness, but also at 6'2", 198 pounds, he's very athletic with this size, man. And you really don't get that often, but for him, I can say he's pretty fairly athletic. He's not too stiff. Now, there's a lot of things that he needs to work on, especially when it comes to footwork that we'll definitely talk about, and also his technique. But just from a pure athletic standpoint, he definitely has the athletic frame to be, one of the top corners in this year's class. We watch him as well, body control, has great balance, also has playmaking ability. Now, he's not a ball hawk. He's more of a playmaker. And what I mean by the difference is, right, Trayvon Diggs, that's a ball hawk. Anytime it comes up in the air, he's pretty much coming down with it. He's really not that type of player. Didn't have a lot of interceptions in his career at Penn State, but he will make plays on the ball, especially at the high point. When you're running those deep routes and you're covering those 9 routes and those deep posts, right, and the ball's in the air, he can track the ball very well and make plays, especially with that arm length. Reliable tackler, man. He's not afraid to come down and tackle. We'll watch that here on the film. He'll get dirty. He'll get tough and dirty like his old dad. He'll get, what I'm saying? Like, he's not afraid to hit, and he's definitely impactful when it comes to run support. And when it comes to his schemes-wise, he's very versatile. You'll be able to play him in zone. You'll be able to play him in man as well. Some cases he plays inside. He's not going to be an inside guy. He's going to be more of your outside boundary corner. Now, there will be a conversation whether he's a safety or a cornerback at the NFL level. Now, you'll kind of watch him and you'll kind of get a lot of safety vibes, but at 198 pounds, he's going to need to put a little bit more protein powder in his breakfast, and put on some weight and some size if he wants to play safety. But he's going to kind of be a hybrid, for you Cowboys fans out there like Israel McQuamu, right? Kind of that converted corner to safety from his time at South Carolina to when he came to Dallas, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how that's handled when it comes to Joey Porter Jr. Going to be a lot of interesting conversations as we lead up to the NFL draft. Now, some of the knocks on him, right? Doesn't have top-notch speed, so it's going to be kind of interesting to keep an eye on him in the combine and see where he stacks amongst other corners. I'm saying maybe a 4.5 guy, maybe a very high 4.4 guy, but he doesn't really have that blazing speed. And when you watch him on film, he can be grabby. He's very hands-on, and especially downfield. And we know at the NFL level, man, they like to call all this stuff on cornerbacks. So you're definitely going to need to clean up that. So a lot of improvement that's going to need to take place when it comes to Joey Porter, when it comes to technique. And also, I would probably add a little bit more to his size and his frame. But make no mistakes about it, this kid can definitely play at the next level, and he's going to be a first-round, maybe second-round prospect if lucky. So let's go ahead and get into the film. And when you watch Joey Porter here, and we watch any corners as we're going through these film sessions, as I said in last videos, right, start from the base up. So look at his stance, right? Now, I can't speak for Joey Porter because I'm not wearing his pads and his helmets. Is he comfortable in that stance? Does he feel athletic in that stance? I don't know. Doesn't look too comfortable to me. Like, sometimes you like to see corners, especially when they're playing pressed up, maybe stack a little bit with their stance. Right now he's on the inside shade, but it seems like that's what he likes to do. But he has his hands up. But what I really want to pay attention to is, does his hands and feet work together, especially when he's in press, right? And in this situation, it didn't. What I mean by that, when his feet moves, when he comes out of his stance, his hands need to move. But what happens here, we all see his hands drop, right? He drops his hands. You got your hands up, then the fight begins, and now you drop your hands, you know. Then he eventually gets his hands up, right? But initially, you would like for those hands to shoot. soon as he steps back. And also, he takes a little side hop laterally, maybe probably work on the kickback. So his footwork isn't the best. He's kind of stepping on his own feet right there. And at the next level, if you're covering those route runners, those Cooper Kupps, those Amari Coopers, and list goes on, they'll route you if your feet get too choppy, right? But right here, he's able to use his hands. He uses the boundary. Even though he gets stacked a little bit by the wide receiver, he still creates a tight window, and that's when that size and that length really comes into play. Now, as a cornerback, there's really 4 areas you can make a play, right? You can make it at the line of scrimmage. You can make it on the break. You can make it when the ball's in the air, and then also when the catch is being secured. So you got some opportunities, right? So even though he got beat on the line of scrimmage per se, right, on the break, he was able to catch up, create that type window, play in phase, and limit the throw. So it was a good play by Joey Porter, even though there's a lot of things he can clean up. But like I said, even at the next level, any prospect that we watch, there's going to be some work to do. Next play here, he's actually lined up inside. You'll see him. He has the mouthpiece dangling. Stance looks a little bit more comfortable, but once again, he has his hands up. On his play, even though the ball didn't come his way, right? Got his hands up. But what I like the most, he's able to cut through that garbage right there. He felt it, got through it, right? Even though the play didn't come his way, right? But he just has a good feel for the game. That time, step, hands. Feet and hands are moving at the same time. Boom, boom. Much better there. Technique, feels it, gets over the top, right? And even though it wasn't a play coming there, it was still an opportunity, right? And then this play here, you'll see him lined up at top. Now, this is a scramble drill, but he kind of got beat on this comeback. Now, he was kind of caught loafing here. You see his mouthpiece out there dangling. He's standing up. He just kind of caught off guard, and they snapped on him. Recovers, right? And even though his quarterback scrambles out the pocket, plant, comeback, look at that space. Like, he gets lost on that cut. Bam, right there, he's gone. Right? So look at that separation right there that was created. So, like I said, those routers are probably going to give him problems at the next level. But if he's going against the big physical wide receivers, like if he's going against the Cowboys, he's playing against like a Michael Gallup, he'll probably be all right. But like a CeeDee Lamb, they'll probably have a field day with Joey Porter. But overall, got caught lacking. But that happens. That'll happen. Have him up top here. I think he'll get beat on the quick slant here. Once again, watch his technique. Quick slant. Boom. So he didn't really get his hands up on that one either. He just gave up that good throw. And we know at the NFL level, teams will cherry pick that all day. So what I like to see is maybe him use some of that size, that length, and make a play on the ball, but he just didn't right there. And that's an easy throw for a lot of NFL quarterbacks. Watch him again. He's playing off ball right here. Playing man, once again, fills it, hands up. See, at the NFL level, you're a Dallas Cowboy, you put a star on your helmet. There's so much laundry going on right now, y'all. So much laundry. We know that. You're way past 5 yards. You're way past 5 yards, fam. Laundry day. And even with all that holding and grabbing, the wide receiver is still able to secure the catch on that crosser. So those are things you're definitely going to have to focus on if you draft Joey Porter. Just clean up those hands. Can't be as grabby at the next level, right? But once again, he's a secure tackler, able to make the tackle on that play. Once again, lined up top. Coming off a corner blitz. Now, for here, look at the corner blitz. He doesn't come out hair on fire. It's kind of, he's coming. He's coming, but he ain't trying to take this quarterback's head off. He's kind of loafing a little bit, So, those are one things, like I said, a lot of coaching is going to be involved, but he definitely has the frame to be a good prospect at the NFL level. It just depends on how much work. If you really want an elite cornerback that's going to shut stuff down ASAP, Joey Porter, just kind of in my opinion, I don't think that he's that guy. But if you want a guy that you can kind of build and mold at the next level, and maybe next year or the following year, you might have you a quality corner, I think Joey Porter, but I think there's going to be a lot of work involved. Playing here, once again, pressed up, hands, feet chop. Now, he did a much better job with his feet this time. Feet chopping a little bit, but still got beat on the inside. Gave up the inside release. So you see that they actually see that on film, and they're just chopping them for the easy throws. And last play here is playing off. But secures the tackle, man. So, there's effort there. He hustles, his effort, athleticism, chippiness. Like, the mold is there, but I still feel like it's going to be a lot of work for Joey Porter at the next level. So, like I said, I still think he's going to be a day one prospect. Maybe if lucky, he might slide into day two. If he's there for the Dallas Cowboys day one, we'll talk about some other prospects. But if he's there on day two, then I'm absolutely pulling the trigger, man. But it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out on any of the draft content, man. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and draft season is here, baby. Let's go. Peace.